Single pedal or double pedal? Which one? Hey everybody, Evan here with a Tune Musician, where our mission here is to help drummers get better and get past plateaus, and also just figure out answers to questions or things of the wondering type, such as single pedal versus double pedal. If you're wondering those things, you are in the right place right now. So all we're gonna do is, you kind of heard at the beginning there of some double pedal and some single pedal action. We're just gonna go over the pros and cons of single pedals and double pedals and kind of see where it may benefit you the most as a drummer. So we're gonna start off with a single pedal first. We'll play all those things, go over the pros and cons, and then move on to the double pedal. And then I will give you what I think is probably the best choice for you. All right, looking at the single pedal, even though the single pedal is literally just my double pedal with everything taken off. Some pros that we have of the single pedal. We can do the fancy hi-hat stuff. Not only the fancy hi-hat stuff, but we can also tension the hi-hat, which we can't really do while we're playing the double kick pedal. The second pro to having a single pedal, I can put the hi-hat closer to the snare drum. The hi-hat right now is much closer to the snare drum because I'm so used to playing with the double kick pedal that this is moved over a little bit. So the fact that this is even moved closer to the snare drum is actually throwing my playing off a little bit because I'm used to it being over here. This makes it easier to be able to do things between the hi-hat and the snare, be able to play faster patterns. Another pro that I would give the single pedal is you're forced to max out your stamina, your power, your creativity with just one pedal. However, there are cons with the single pedal. Let's dive into those. You're limited with speed. You can't really do double kick pedal patterns with the single kick pedal. Some of them, people will argue you can, but a lot of those faster patterns, if you're gonna try to play Ocean's 8 Alaska with a single pedal, good luck to you there. You can't play those faster genres with a single pedal. You're limited to really doing what your foot can do, whether it's, you know, certain methods like the swivel technique or the heel toe. So one of the first pros for double kick pedals is obvious, and that's faster kick drum parts. Hey, if you're finding value out of this video so far, hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell notification so that way you are notified every single time we upload a video here on A Tune Musician. Which one's your favorite, single or double pedal? Let me know in the comments below. The second pro to a double kick pedal is it's another limb to build up. You know, it's a good idea to try to take your left foot or your right foot, whichever one is the weaker one that's on the remote pedal of the double pedal, and try to work on that foot. Try to make it up to par, or if not better, than your dominant foot. So it gives you the opportunity to be able to work on that other limb where it's not just keeping time on the hi-hat. And then the third pro for the double kick pedal is the obvious. We can use a double kick pedal as a single pedal if we want to. You can opt not to use the remote pedal, and you can just use the dominant pedal for your kick drum, and you can even remove the remote pedal if you'd like. And so one of the cons with the double pedal is it's going to take up more space. And this is extremely important if you are playing shows where you don't have a lot of space on the stage. And I know because I've been there where I have to make the stage work with whatever I have. So the double kick pedal takes up more space Specifically because we have this rod that comes out from the main pedal to the remote pedal, so the distance has to be the minimum of that length. And so I can't have the hi-hats as close to the snare as I'd be able to with a single pedal. Another con with a double pedal is I'm not able to do all the fancy hi-hat stuff that I would be able to on the single pedal. I mean, we do have this hi-hat clutch, which is pretty nice. I can close the hi-hat, and then I can open it back up, so I can do that while I'm playing. But even with that hi-hat clutch, while I'm playing the double kick pedal, I can't get the exact amount of tension between the top and the bottom hi-hat like I would be able to if I was playing single pedal. Another con that we can face with double pedals is the remote pedal. Sometimes due to the weight and the friction of the rod that comes from the main pedal to the remote pedal, sometimes the friction can cause the remote pedal to not be as responsive as the main pedal, which can be an issue, but this can also be resolved with lots of practice. And then the last con with the double pedal is a lot of drummers label it as a crutch because there are many beginner drummers who will get a double pedal and then not focus on building up their single pedal drum chops, and then just anytime a double is needed, they just do a right-left with their kick drum instead of a right-right. Like an example would be something like this. To each their own. If you want to play with the double kick pedal and do those right-left kicks, alternating between your right foot and your left foot, go ahead and do it. So if you're questioning the single pedal versus the double pedal, there is really not a debate here that is worthwhile pursuing of which one's better. If you're weighing your options, you might as well just go with the double kick pedal because, as we talked about, one of the pros is being able to play single pedal. So you don't have to play the remote pedal on the double kick pedal just because it's there. Just use the primary pedal. Heck, you can even opt to just remove the chain and the remote pedal and just take the primary pedal if you don't need to use it for certain shows or concerts. It really all boils down to context. If you see yourself playing a double kick pedal at any point in your mind, you might as well get it. And as I mentioned, the whole crutch thing, if you want to not be labeled as someone who uses the double kick pedal as a crutch, work on that left foot, that weaker foot, if it's your right one, whichever one. Work on building that up and make it up to par with your right foot, with your dominant foot. And try to work on the exercises, the double kick drum exercises too, leading with that weaker foot. So that way you can build it up to the equivalent level, or if not even better than your dominant foot.